All right, it is a Sunday morning and you want to make breakfast for your family and you think, I love restaurant style hash browns, but everything I make just doesn't turn out right. Okay, how do we do that? First step, you just take crappy hash browns. That's the first step. Buy the crappy hash browns. It doesn't matter what brand it is because all it is shredded potatoes. In my pan right here, I have a little bit of olive oil and I have bacon grease. Diane, where the heck did you buy bacon grease? You don't buy bacon grease. You make it. So when you make your bacon, I showed you how to bake bacon in the oven. You save that grease in a little container in the fridge so that when you are frying other things or you need the season of bacon, it smells good, you have it handy. So I'm going to put some bacon grease in my pan. Next thing you need, diced onion. That's one of the things that they put in the hash browns at the restaurants. Okay, so I have my pan up high. Gonna get this bacon grease going. Now my house smells like bacon. Gotta love it. Okay, now all I'm gonna do is saute my onion. I want it to be caramelized, for sure translucent, but then also I want it to brown a little bit. However, it's still going to cook when I put my hash browns in here, so you just want them browned. Okay, I'm going to break up all the little bits because I want every little bite to have a little tiny bit of onion. It's going to be delicious. What else do I need? Garlic, salt, fresh ground pepper. I'm going to do chives. And your crappy hash browns. That's it. Maybe a little cheese if you want to put cheese in there. All right, so I'm going to pause this. I'm going to let these onions cook, and then I'm going to show you what I do with my hash browns. Right now, my hash browns are like a block. So I'm going to go outside on my sidewalk and break these up to get them all back to pieces. Okay, stand by. Okay, onions are cooking. I want to season it every layer that we go. So I'm going to go ahead and take my cracked pepper. You don't have to do too much. You're just seasoning every layer. My garlic salt, don't go too heavy. Not a lot. Okay, gonna keep cooking. It smells so good in this house. Okay, my onions are perfect. See that? They're brown, not too brown. Some of them are browning on the ends. It's gonna be so good. All right, I'm gonna open my hash browns. I went outside on the patio and I smashed them on the ground so they would go back to being just plain shredded hash browns. Okay, back to being loose. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move all my onions over to one side. Because what I want to do is make sure I can get as many hash browns on this surface as I can. So, my pan is really big and you want it big because you want to get your hash browns on the surface. Spread it out. Take your onions, put them on the top. Sorry, bag delay. Put your onions on the top. Finish putting your hash browns. Okay. Onions are on the top. It's on medium high. Season with pepper on the top. Smidge of garlic salt. Don't do too much. You can always salt more at the end, but you can't bring it back. I'm going to do my chives now. I'm going to sprinkle those on the top. Okay? Basically, that's what it looks like. Now, what's the key? Put the lid on. Turn it down to medium. Do not touch it. The thing that makes restaurant hash browns so good is they put them on a griddle, and that griddle is full of grease and fat from the eggs and the bacon and the sausage and everything. That's part of the flavor. But they put it on the griddle really, really thin. They let it sit, and then they flip it over. That's what makes it crispy. So if you keep messing with the hash browns, stirring, they're just going to get mushy. They're not going to have that crispy edge. So I'm going to leave this alone. I'm going to look at my time. It's 8:42. I'm going to come back in 3 minutes, 4 minutes. And I'm going to look and see if they're golden brown. So stand by. Okay, it's been 3 minutes. Let's check. Smells good. All right, I'm going to check the edge. Ooh, starting to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it in. Rotating them in. We need more bacon grease. We're going to do bacon grease on the edges here. Because oil is what's going to make it get tan. Okay, got my bacon grease melted. Now I'm going to scoot it back out. Putting new hash browns on that surface. I'm going to pepper. I'm going to salt. And then I'm going to actually switch to garlic powder. I want it to have a really garlicky flavor, but I don't want all that salt anymore. So I'm done with the salt for now. Garlic powder. Okay? Smash it down. It's sizzling. Okay, cover. Gonna let it cook again. The next thing is, since I'm out of bacon grease, I'll probably go to butter. So you might be saying, Diane, these are fattening. Hello, they're hash browns. They're supposed to be. Okay, this round, I let it go a little bit longer, more like 5 minutes. And it's crunchy. I'm gonna turn it in. Turn it in, turn it in, turn it in. Get your butter. Everything's better with butter. I keep my butter in this little vintage dish, room temperature. Okay, I'm gonna go butter on the sides. Melt it. These are going to be amazing because they have bacon grease, butter, and olive oil. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. My lighting sounds so good. Okay. We're going to smash them down. Onions are starting to get incorporated because we're rotating. Okay. Got my hash browns down. Give it a little pat, pat, pat. That way as many are touching that surface as possible. And as you can see, maybe, there's bits of crunchy on the top. There's bits of raw. You can see the... Oh, I can show you because this is my portable. Ooh, hold on, let's go. So you see the crunchy, see the chives, a little bit of raw, the onions, everything's coming together. So it does take a little bit of time, but it's so worth it. Okay, I'm going to put the lid back on. I'm going to give it another 5 minutes. Ooh, took the lid off. Fogged up my glasses. Okay, coming back in. It's now 9 o'clock. Ooh, this is the one. This was the last one. So, what are the... Ooh, dropped on my foot. It's hot stuff. George is hot. Don't eat it. Okay, that was the last real go around. It is super crispy. I'm going to show you. Hope it doesn't fog it up. It is super crispy. My onions, some are charred, some aren't, which is going to add a layer of flavor. I'm going to pepper them again. I'm going to add a few fresh chives. Just to liven it back up. One more smidge of garlic powder. Give it a stir. Heat's still on medium. Saying that's a lot of hash browns. You, Neil, gonna eat all those? No. I'm going to package some up for his breakfast this week. We're gonna eat some today. Little Sue Harris is gonna get some. All right, what if my hash browns are still wet? Then you just go another round and you just keep going until you dry out those hash browns. That's the whole key, is they need to be dry and then they get crispy. You don't want to over mess with them and you don't want to over oil. So you don't want to just dump the oil on the top because then that saturates it. That's why you fold in, fold in, fold in. Drop your oil, butter, bacon grease, whatever, around the edge. Let it melt and then put the hash browns on top of it. Sometimes if you've made hash browns, they kind of get really mushy and stick together and they kind of turn gray. The whole technique that you did was wrong and you over oiled or buttered. All right, I hope that you learned how to make delicious hash browns, because now I got to make some eggs. I need to get my bacon. And we're going to eat breakfast, okay? I hope you learned how to take crappy hash browns and turn them into something delicious. Have a good day.